Welcome back to the channel, where we share the most touching, emotional, and unexpected stories unfolding in the world of Korean entertainment. Today's story might just be one of the most heartfelt revelations we've ever covered. It's raw, it's emotional, and it comes straight from the heart of actress Jung So Min. In a moment that stunned fans and left many in tears, she finally opened up about the real reason she chose to love Jung Hae In, something she has kept hidden all this time. Her confession, shared through trembling words and tear-filled eyes, has changed the way fans see their love story forever. It was during a recent, intimate sit-down with a popular Korean interviewer that Jung So Min allowed her vulnerability to shine through. Dressed simply, with her hair tied back and no dramatic makeup, she looked calm, but there was a heaviness in her expression that hinted at something deeper. The atmosphere in the room was quiet. Even the host hesitated, sensing the weight of what was about to be shared. And then, with a deep breath and tears already welling up, Jung So Min began to speak. "People always ask why I chose him," she said, voice shaking slightly. "Why Jung Hae In when I've known so many wonderful people in this industry? Why I gave him my heart so completely, even when I knew how fragile I was, and how careful I had to be. But no one ever really asked me what it was that made me love him." The moment those words left her lips, the room fell utterly silent. Jung So Min is known for her soft-spoken charm and grace, but in that moment she wasn't trying to be composed. She was honest, unfiltered, real. And what followed was a story so deeply personal that even the camera crew had to pause at times, allowing her space to cry, to breathe, and to let the truth unfold at its own pace. She began by taking the audience back to a time before the public even suspected there was anything between her and Jung Hae In. Back when they were both just co-stars, brought together by the script, by coincidence, by fate. At first, she admitted, "We weren't close. We were professional, polite. I respected him as an actor, but I didn't expect to feel anything more. He was quiet, observant, and I was going through something painful that I hadn't shared with anyone." She paused here, dabbing her eyes softly. "It was a personal loss," she finally said. "Something that shook my identity. And I didn't tell anyone because I thought it would make me look weak. But one day, when we were filming a very emotional scene, I couldn't hold it in anymore. I broke down. Not because of the script, not because of the character, but because something in me just gave out. And that was when Jung Hae In did something that changed everything. He didn't say anything dramatic. He didn't try to comfort me with empty words. He just sat next to me, quietly, gently placed his hand near mine, not even touching it at first. Just there, letting me know I wasn't alone. And that silence, it healed something in me." From that moment on, So Min admitted, she began to look at him differently. It wasn't the way he looked at me on screen. It was how he looked at me when no one was watching. With kindness, with patience, and with a sadness in his eyes that told me he had known pain too. She then shared something she had never revealed publicly before, that Jung Hae In had once opened up to her about his own quiet struggles, how he often carried the burden of being the gentle one, the dependable one, the actor who never caused a scandal. He told me that sometimes he felt invisible, like people only saw the version of him they wanted to see. So Min's voice cracked again as she said, "And in that moment, I realized we were both pretending to be okay for the world. But with each other, we didn't have to pretend." Their relationship didn't begin with grand gestures or declarations. It started slowly. Quiet meals after work, sharing playlists, exchanging books they loved. "He gave me a book," So Min recalled, "and inside he had written, 'For the days when you feel like disappearing, I hope this brings you back to yourself.'" She kept that book in her dressing room for months. But what truly solidified her love for Jung Hae In was a moment far away from the cameras. She had fallen ill during a particularly grueling filming schedule. Most people didn't know, because she had asked her manager to keep it quiet. "I didn't want to be seen as fragile," she admitted. But he found out. What he did next left her speechless. He drove hours in the middle of the night just to bring me warm food. Not something bought, but something he had made. He said, "It's probably not good, but I didn't want you to eat alone." She cried retelling that story. It wasn't about the food. It was about the effort. the quiet love behind it. I realized then that he didn't love the version of me that smiled for fans or posed on red carpets. He loved the tired, raw, sometimes messy version of me that I usually kept hidden. So Min admitted that she fought her feelings at first. I was scared. Love in this industry, it comes with judgment, with risk. But one night, he held my hand and said, "Let's stop hiding from what's already real." And I broke. Not because I was afraid anymore, but because I finally felt safe. She smiled through her tears then and added, "He's the first person who ever made me feel that my silence was enough. That I didn't have to impress him. That just being was enough." The interview became more emotional as she described the little things, the way he sends her a photo of the sky when they're apart, because she once told him, even if we're in different places, we're under the same sky. The way he listens when she talks, really listens. The way he always carries an extra scarf in winter, because she always forgets hers. The way he watches her like she's poetry unfolding in real time. People think love is loud. It's not, So Min said quietly. Sometimes, love is the silence that waits with you when your whole world is collapsing. When asked if she had any regrets, she shook her head. None. Even if the world turns against us one day, I would choose him again, over and over. Because he saw me before I could see myself. He loved me in my brokenness. And for that, I will never stop loving him. She also shared that their relationship, while precious, isn't perfect. We fight. We misunderstand each other. We hurt each other unintentionally. But we never walk away. That's our promise. No matter how hard it gets, we don't walk away. Near the end of the interview, So Min was asked what the most beautiful moment of their relationship has been so far. Her answer brought the entire room to silence. It was a rainy night. I was feeling lost. I told him I felt like I had nothing left to give. He just hugged me and said, "Even empty, you're still the person I want to stand beside." That was when I knew. That was when I chose him. Not because he was perfect, but because he stayed. By the time the interview ended, there wasn't a dry eye in the room. Even the host admitted, "I've never seen a love so quietly powerful." And fans agree. After the video aired, social media was flooded with messages of support. One fan wrote, "This isn't just love, it's healing." Another said, "They've given me hope that quiet, steady love still exists." Many fans have also started sharing their own stories of love and vulnerability, inspired by So Min's courage to speak her truth. It's more than just a celebrity confession. It's a reminder that love, real love, goes beyond the screen, beyond the glamour, and straight into the soul. As for what's next for Jung So Min and Jung Hae In, only time will tell. But what's clear now more than ever is that theirs is a love born not out of convenience or circumstance, but out of quiet understanding, unwavering patience, and a depth of emotion that few dare to reveal. Thank you for watching. If you were moved by So Min's story, let us know in the comments. And always remember, sometimes the most beautiful love stories are the ones told in whispers, not shouts. The ones built in silence, not spectacle. And the ones that once revealed, stay with us forever.